Time now for Options Insight. I'm Abigail Doolittle. Joining me today is Scott Bauer, Prosper Trading Academy. Scott, great to talk to you. It's been a little bit of a while, and we have something interesting going on here today. We have stocks pulling back, we have bonds pulling back, and we have oil dropping the worst 2 days of the year. But what I'm really interested in the fact that we have rising yields, and that seems to be pressuring stocks. We've not seen that, I believe, this year, to my memory.
Yeah, that all comes off of the heels of Powell's, speak yesterday. So, the market's digesting that a little bit. But, take everything in a whole here over what's happened the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. This is just a very, very minor blip on the radar.
Okay, so measuring that minor blip, we do now have the S&P 500 back below its 10-day moving average. It's only really done that two other times this year in terms of the entire uptrend. Once it broke above it, has not revisited that 50-day moving average. The last two times it came close. Do you think that we could spend a little bit of time below that moving average, or do you think we're going right back up?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going right back up, but I do think that we're going to grind up. And one thing that's really interesting, if you follow the VIX, it's trading right here behind me, over the last few weeks, while the market has been going up, the VIX has actually steadily been going up with it. On today's sell-off, VIX is actually down on the day. So that kind of is an indicator, maybe a leading indicator to me that, all right, we've kind of stabilized. We had this little bit of a pullback. Now it's time to reset and maybe grind its way higher.
And then what about oil, those worst 2 days of the year? If you look at an uptrend on the year, that's been snapped pretty steadily. Paul Ciana of Bank of America Merrill Lynch yesterday told us on Smart Charts, he thinks it means oil is going to 50. Oil and stocks trade together. So do you think that stocks can trade separately from oil if oil does continue to go down? And it is a pretty harsh uptrend break.
Yeah, I do, because there are so many geopolitical risks to the oil market that I think will separate it from the stock market. I really do.
One of the best sectors in April, the financials, a nice recovery there on the year. Do you think that that will continue? And what about tech?
Well, financials have made a little bit of a nice run over the last 3-4 weeks or so, especially as we've seen that 10-year go from, the low 230s up above 250. They may stagger a little bit here, but I think it's, they're on very, very solid footing. Tech, I still love tech. What is there not to love? There's, yes, a lot of overvaluation there, but it's still an industry that is going to keep growing.
Super quickly, 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, your trade on TWLO.
TWLO post earnings, 135, 140 call spread going out in 2 weeks. Could buy that for $1.25. Great reward to risk. Why do I love this? The stock had a phenomenal earnings report, and it just got hit on some profit taking, nothing else. Great guidance, great metrics. Love the stock.
Thank you, Scott Bauer, Prosper Trading Academy, for joining us for Options Insight.